Lumix Panasonic 2025 was one of the most incredible experiences, a real mark in the sand moment.
The operability of the Lumix S1 Mark IIe is amazing. There's no chance of missing those individual moments.
I picked up a camera for the first time 11 years ago, not knowing anything of where it could lead. I had a lot to learn, but to date it has been one hell of a journey. Would I have told little old me all those years ago that I would work with one of the world's global camera brands? Obviously not. But it happened. I received an email. "Hello Mark, I'm contacting you to discuss an opportunity to work in partnership on an up-and-coming shoot. We would require signing of some terms before we would proceed with any further information." Straight away, I thought, surely this is spam email, as I get a lot of this. So my reply was very blunt, but I said, sure, no problem, send the details, thinking that would be the end of it. The terms came through, and I decided just to sign them and see what happens. Next thing I know, the flood of the details and the actual information about the shoot appeared on my screen. I couldn't believe it. I was completely gobsmacked. But still in my head, I thought, will this ever actually happen? Logistically, it was very difficult. It was a tricky time of year, but the months just rolled by and still no dates were set in stone. However, Lumix Panasonic started to work towards a release date of the new cameras. They wanted to film me, interview me, and create a promotional film of me using their new camera systems before they were released. Obviously, namely now, as we all know, the unreleased digital camera, the S1 IIe. After a few months of contact and many meetings, we finally started to make progress and the camera release dates began to be finalized. It was then they came back to me and said, "Will you, Mark, be free to fly to Tenerife to meet our film crew who will fly in from Japan?" Even after the flights got booked and the dates set in stone, I couldn't help thinking, is this going to actually happen? It had been 6 months of communication. It was under a strict NDA. I flew to Tenerife. I couldn't disclose any information anywhere. I couldn't post anything online. Obviously, I couldn't post the cameras online, nothing. I was greeted by a team of amazing people, from Mika, who organized all the logistics on the ground, the hotels, the accommodations, and obviously introduced me to the director and his team. June, the director, was absolutely incredible. He had a real vision for the shoot and what he wanted to achieve. We needed an interpreter, but his laugh and his sense of humor and his smile just put me at ease straight away. I spent 4 days in Tenerife with the kindest and most wonderful people who supported me the entire time. Obviously, I was a bit nervous going into the shoot, but obviously I did not have to be. They were amazing and guided me through everything I needed to be guided through on. I was followed on a shoot with a real couple using their cameras and then interviewed the day after to talk about all the new features and the perks of their system. I was well and truly looked after the entire time. Nothing was too much. I had an absolute blast doing it. Coming home on the flight, I felt a sense of relief, but thinking, did I actually do it justice? Did they like what I said and what I did? Well, the film was released on the same live stream alongside the launch of their new camera. I watched it through my fingers as the global release of this new camera happened in front of me. They then announced my name and the promotional film came on of me using the camera systems. It was incredible to watch. You never know what can come from just fully committing to your craft, learning and developing over time. You never know who's watching. I guess that's the lesson.